You can tell that linebacker coach Jason Tarver, a fan of the full contact practice at training camp.
You've heard me say our mantra, and that's run, because no matter what, we're going full speed. Shed, and tackle the guy with the ball. So we get to do that full speed. So anytime we get to do that, yeah, I'm smiling, we're happy. But we got to do it the right way, of course, against our team, which is keeping everybody up and higher tackles rather than lower tackles. But yeah, the simulation of getting off the block, and like one of the plays Carson had is he had to get away from Joel. And that's great because we know who Joel is. And Joel can block pretty darn well. And he strained and he found his way off the block, found his way to finish that tackle. And that's what we want to see, and he did it. So we'll just keep doing that. But that's playing football. That's playing linebacker.
And G. Bush, that's going to be a key. If this defense is going to be as good as it can be, Jerome Baker, Mahmoud Diabate, and especially Carson Schlesinger have to clean up the times when the defensive line gets upfield and it's like, oh, there's the guy with the ball. And they couldn't do it last year. But you listen to Schlesinger, looks like he can run and he can tackle. I know Baker can. That's a kid from Ohio State and Benedictine. Saw him plenty. And it looks like Diabate's kind of trending towards that as well.
Mm-hmm. You need that. I think Schlesinger has been, I think, the most surprising. Not surprising because, you know, we look at his college tape and he has some of the best college tape. I just think he was not like a household name. He wasn't one of those guys. He played for UCLA. Obviously, it's in a Big Ten. Maybe if he played at USC, maybe if he played somewhere else where more of a high-profile position, we would have known about him. But his tape is bar none some of the best tape in the draft last year. I think when you see him up close and personal, he's just a lot bigger, a lot faster, a lot more athletic than you thought, and he has this instinct for being around the football. And the one thing that I always talk about is, and this is the funnest thing to see when you watch football, is to see people who, when it's live, it just looks different. I was trying to explain this to somebody. Like, there are guys who are great in drills. There are guys who are great in individual. There are guys great in 7-on-7. But there's a difference between those people who are great when you play in football. And football is blocking and tackling. If you do not tackle, that's why I don't count no sacks. I don't count no sacks. When you're tagging off, oh, he would have been sacked. No. Listen, let me tell you this. We're not counting them tackles because you're not tagging off on Josh Allen. You're not tagging off on Lamar Jackson. Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes. Why do you think these guys make $500 million? Because they're Houdini. They're fast, they're big, they're strong. They make you, they pump fake and make you jump and do. So all that, well, we would have had a sack. No, we're not counting that. And so you can't count that when you're not in practice. So what I want to see you finish those plays in practice. I want to see you get a guy on the ground because it's easier said than done. Talk about I would have been able to tackle. You got Derrick Henry. There's Jamar Chase in this division. I'm just letting y'all know, man. There's ball players. I mean, DK Metcalf is in this division now. So, you know, you got to play at a pace in which guys are acclimating themselves to not only playing at a level where, okay, we're playing against our guys, but guys, no disrespect to our offense. We're not going to be fake. The guys we playing on Sunday is better than our offense. As a matter of fact, did you see them? You got the Lions, you got the Vikings, you got the Ravens, you got the Bengals. You playing some of the best doggone offensive teams. So yeah, y'all might want to button it up and get it done because it's not going to be easy. Please continue up the good work and acclimating up to a higher level. I like it.